All right, coming up next, a matchup for the UFC flyweight division title. Well, it's got to feel good for this man to make this walk. He has chewed up and spit out all comers on his run to contention. Now he is the undisputed #1 contender, looking to become the new UFC flyweight champion. A lot of people think he has the skills to do just that. Tonight, though, his opportunity to prove it in front of a sold-out crowd tonight, that he is the best 125-pound fighter on the planet. All right, so here we go with this UFC flyweight championship fight, and there is the man out of the red corner, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion, making his way to the octagon. He's defended this belt before. This is not new territory for this young man who believes that the rest are just the rest. He believes he is the best at 125 pounds and looking to prove just that here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this flyweight championship fight. 2 years apart, these two fighters, with some differences in height and a similar reach. All right, to get us started now, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliata. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! Live rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 15 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 126 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Brandon Royval. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Askar Askarov.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, surround your corners, come out fighting.
So here we go with the start of this fight. I'm anxious, man. What a matchup it is, and it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand early.
It's going to be difficult to find out how this plays out, right? Striker versus well-rounded fighter. Who's going to be the one that's going to control where this fight takes place? Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
And now he's got that time.
grabbing the back of the head, pulling forward on the head, and then landing those beautiful punches. Really's got his opponent.
Archer, there's the early takedown. Pretty evident, DC, that he wants to get this fight to the ground, and he was certainly able to do so there.
He felt like he had a massive advantage in the wrestling, and if he attempted takedowns, he would secure him. Let's see what he does from this position.
All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
He got his foot on the hip, and now he's throwing up a triangle attempt. He's going to try to move his left arm across to get pressure on the choke.
And he's out. All right, has the guard closed here. All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Trying for a submission now.
He's a tag arm bar now.
Nicely done. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish. The Kimura is not the arm, it's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Oh, nice job using this, and he's out. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. The horn sounds for the end of round one.
All right, listen to me. Deep breath. Okay, relax. I want you to go out there, and I want you to do what you did in that last round, but just a little safer. You got a little.
While we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC, a lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round, both landed multiple strikes. What a great round of fighting.
Okay, round two, you ready? You ready?
All right, round two.
Good stick.
Just misses there with the left. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great job of mixing everything up and using a lot of diverse strikes.
Double leg.
One takedown is easy to defend. When you start stringing them together is when guys struggle. The Kimura is not the arm, it's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap. Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Lands with a right hand. Well, he continues to stay busy. What do they say, DC? Punches in bunches?
Another beautiful takedown land.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Nice hammer fist.
Yep, and he's got him secured in the half guard now.
A the ground and pound has been there all night. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. Sound strike on the ground.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, that is a high-level transition to half guard, and now in a position to do a lot of damage.
Watch him sit back on the leg and land big ground and pound.
Now, the guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it. Oh, he lands a huge kick here. And he comes through with a big knee. Now goes in and secures the takedown. And this might just be a matter of time. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transitions.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
Check this slick movement where he slugged the leg back in the middle. Now he's going to try to roll for a knee bar.
Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Right hand on point. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Continuing to work out of the half guard. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Got his guard pass.
30 seconds to go. Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you would.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
Let's go, guys, fight.
What a fantastic wrestler. Great takedown.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loves, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow. Right. You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going. Continues to attack here. We'll see if he can set up the arm pull.
He's gonna attack armbar here.
Oh, he postured up there. Nicely done. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Oh, these are some serious punches from the top here. He's continuing to maintain good posture and making these strikes count.
He's doing a really good job of watching pretty up, making hit.
Now he's chasing the triangle.
And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way.
It might be over. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Then he's out. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap. Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. 30 seconds to go in the round. 20 seconds left. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
This round, same thing. Let's take him down.
All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound striking.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
All right, here we go with our next round. And DC, you've spoken a lot about ground and pound skills and how it's a little bit of a lost art in modern day mixed martial arts. Certainly not for this young man.
No, and he does it in the old school way, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, you push a guy to the side of the octagon, they use it as a barrier to get up.
Right.
Not with this guy. He stuffs your head in the corner, he gains his posture, and he just starts dropping hammers until eventually you're going to turn to your knees, he'll take you next, choke you, or he'll just put you back down.
Hip tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent. Big kick land. Oh, nice.
All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're gonna sit there, oh man, look at that. Picture perfect. Got to the leg, got to his position, got another beautiful takedown.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves.
Oh, you gotta watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here. Oh, wow, oh!
And he's out. And he landed the right hand there. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Now connects with a right. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 48-47. The winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Askar Askarov.
Well, he needed the full 25 minutes, but there is no shine off of this performance tonight as he remains the UFC flyweight champion of the world, and it is going to take a major effort from one of these fellow contenders to knock this man off the throne at 125 pounds.